Tight game. Obviously, we knew it was going to be a competitive contest. I thought both teams played well, and at this level, I mean, the margins are very tight, and it's disappointing to lose off a deflected goal, but again, you know what, you have to give it to Mesa. They come out and they competed, and they're well organised. They've got a good coach, and they're a very good RMAC team. So again, we're very disappointed. We thought that we came in with a good game plan. We thought that we were well organised, and but again, the margins at this level are very, very small, and you just have to accept it.
As Tony was saying, hats off to Mesa. They're well organized. They defend really well. I think it was, as all things are, probably a mixture of what they were doing, and I think we just didn't really have enough going forward. We weren't creative enough. I don't know that our interplay in and around the 18 was fast enough, and we didn't really give ourselves enough chances to do it anyway. So I think the onus is mostly on us, but they defended very well as well. Definitely.
I mean, it was a really tough game to play, and Mesa, as Cam said, were set up really strong. It's games go like that. They can go either way. We're obviously very disappointed to be on the losing end of it, but it was a fantastic opportunity. It was a great game to play in, and hats off to Mesa.
The fact that you're asking the question, I think you've answered your own question. I mean, that's part and parcel of the game. I think in the first half they had the majority of the play. I thought the second half we pressed them and caused them a few problems, but just couldn't connect in that final third of the field. And we did have a couple of opportunities, but again, I mean, it's at this level, you got to have a special player or someone that can break down a well-organized defense. And again, today we just weren't able to do that. And but I mean, it's as you can see, both teams are very well matched, and they're always competitive games. And I think both teams have a lot of respect for each other, and it's a good, healthy rivalry. To be honest with you, I wouldn't want to speculate. I think that we have done enough to get ourselves into consideration, but obviously until the selection committee decides of what they want to do, then we'll not know until 4:30 tomorrow. But we would be very disappointed if we weren't in the frame. But again, you just never know what's going on behind the scenes.
We moved to 3 at the back in the end of the game, obviously, because we were pushing people forward to try and get the equalizer. And then they had a good, swift break down the right side, and we shifted over, and then Abergel broke through the middle, and I believe it was Moshe gave him a really nice pass, and then thankfully Colton didn't give up on the play and was able to clear it. But it's a risk you take when you play 3 at the back and push people forward. It's just something you've got to accept might happen, and thankfully we were able to keep it out. Yeah, I think we've got a good amount of fight in us, and the regular season game with Mesa at our place, we equalized with 27 or 28 seconds to go. So yeah, I think we've got a good group of guys that generally don't like to give up until the final whistle, and I think Colton showed well what we like to do there.